Hello everyone, Marieke Blokland from Bloknote here, and I'm here with a new video. A couple of weeks ago I filmed a flip through video of this art journal that I started in 2015 and then finished in 2019, and you see my style develop, and I got many very nice messages about this book, and people telling me how much they loved watching my journal and see the development of my work. And at the end of 2019 I was writing some business goals for myself. I always do that at the end of each year, and I always determine a word of the year for myself, and the word I have for 2020 is clarity. I want to bring more clarity into my life and business. And one of the things that I really feel is important for me right now is that I focus on those things that I really love, that I love doing, but I'm also good at. And one of those things is creating videos. I really miss being on YouTube. I think I really always want to make more YouTube videos. It's always a wish of mine throughout the years. I always tell myself I wish I was making more YouTube videos. So I just decided that I am going to make more YouTube videos again, because I simply love it. And that brought me to this journal, because in this book is this page, and that is really where it all started. And I think it's funny that I was showing you this flip through video of this journal that I recently finished, even though it's 5 years old. That book, I worked in that book for 5 years. But I never showed you this journal, because this is the journal where it all started for me. This is the first video that I made for YouTube in 2008. I was on maternity leave of my daughter Mathilde. She was born 6 weeks early, and so by the time she was 3 months old, I still had a couple of weeks of maternity leave left. By that time in the Netherlands we got 16 weeks of paid maternity leave. I don't know if that's still the case, but back then it was 16 weeks. And because, yeah, after 3 months I was getting used to being a mom. She slept better. So during the afternoons when she was asleep, I guess I had a little time left. It was really unique for a new mom, but I had some time left for myself. So I did a lot of art journaling and scrapbooking back then, and I loved drawing. So I got this camera from my mother-in-law a few weeks after our daughter was born as a gift. Actually to film the baby, but I got really bored of filming her because a little baby doesn't do anything. So then I created this video, and the messages I got from that video were amazing. I would never really create such cute dolls anymore, or never is not the case, but I don't really draw them like this anymore, except when my daughter or nieces ask me to. But yeah, my style is much more raw these days. I like to be much more expressive. That feels so much more as me, whereas in this case I'm just really pleasing the viewer with something cute, and I don't want to do that anymore in my art journals. It's not that I don't enjoy things like this, I love it. But for me art journaling is so much about self-expression that I couldn't really do things like this in an art journal for myself anymore. So it's nothing about taste, but it's really about the process of art journaling with the self-expression that I've embraced so much. But yeah, with that wish of creating more videos, I thought I've never shown you this journal. I think I showed pages out of it, and I talked about it in art courses. So if you followed some of my art courses, you may know this journal or pages from it, but I never showed or flipped through the entire journal. Probably because some pages like these are not finished yet. I will never finish them ever again because this journal is so old. I considered it done, but it's just not full. But that's the reason why I never showed you. And I thought that's really a pity because it's just a really fun journal and it's fun to see where it all started. But then I also thought this is not my first art journal because I considered this book as my first art journal. I started this book in 2006 and I worked in this book for I think a couple of years. I made it myself, I bound it myself. Actually from a tutorial from Tisha Moore, for those who are interested in that, a long time ago. But this is my first sketchbook that I consider an art journal. It is more of a sketchbook really. I started it really purely as a sketchbook for my paintings. I worked in this book from 2004 until 2006 and throughout working in this sketchbook I was doing a lot of mail art back then, in which I created fun little booklets that we would send all over the world for people to work in. These days I still see the term round robin online. For those who are really into mail art stuff, you know what that is, but it's really a niche thing. But yeah, I did those kind of things a lot. And but those books get lost in the mail a lot. Sending is expensive, so I started working more for myself in these books because then, yeah, you don't lose your lovely work. And of course I needed something to document my ideas. But this book I never really showed online either, while I really consider this as my first art journal. So I thought it was fun with that wish to bring more joy in my business and to make more videos. It was fun to show you these art journals. But I first wanted to introduce you these videos in this video because, yeah, I thought it was a bit weird to show you these out of the blue without some kind of introduction, because they're that old and it's a bit weird to see these journals. If you know my work here from the other flip through video, you see that these are much more finished pages with a lot of color, or not per se color, but they're covered in paint. Where in this book it's just more sketchy and it's more about the ideas rather than the self-expression with art supplies. So I thought showing you these will be a lot of fun, but it needed a more proper introduction than just, hi, I'm going to show you these journals. I really hope that you're going to like it. Also to see the process of how I grew from this young woman of 23 into art journaling. At present I'm almost 40. I'm getting 40 this year in 2020 in September. But yeah, this journal is me as a young woman of 23, 24, 25. And in this book I was about, what is it? I think I worked in it from about 25 until I was about, I think, 28, 29 or something. I think there's also work from 2012, so I was 32 here. But I worked already really chaotically, so I flipped back and forth in this book already as well. So yeah, I really hope that you're going to enjoy these videos, and let me know if you have any old journals and when did you start art journaling, and can you see a clear development in style? I'm really curious to learn more about when you started art journaling and if you see for yourself how much you grew in it, and yeah, really curious to learn about that. So yeah, let me know in a comment below, and of course please do subscribe to this channel to support my work, and I see you again in the next video. Bye!